The brokest people in the world know everything because they think that they're too smart to study and too smart to learn from other people. They're too arrogant to admit that other people are right or that they're wrong. Ego just kills. I always, for some reason, think back. One of my clients is Robert Kiyosaki for my business. If you don't know, he wrote a very popular finance book. He has a lot of money. I went to a few different golf courses with them, and every single time we'd go, he's like, Josh, you know what? I don't even like golf, but I'm an owner of this place. I'm an owner of this golf course. He was just an LP, which is just a limited partner, which means you invested some money into it. But regardless, he has made a ton of money. Another person that I work with, Ken McElroy, he has 10,000 apartments. He's one of my clients. Ken goes to a minimum 2 self-development events every single year, no matter what. Something that is going to improve his mental health, his financial wealth, something where he is trying to improve himself. The dude has 10,000 apartments. He's 300 employees. He has a business that is doubling in size right now. In his 30th year in business, or he's actually in his 60s. If that guy is committing to go and work on his self-development and has zero ego attached to his opinions, he is simply looking at data and looking to make the best possible decision because he just wants to improve. Robert, 80 years old almost, and he has unlimited money. Every single time I go to his house, which was pretty much every Sunday when I was in Arizona, he would be fucking sitting down, taking notes, watching a YouTube video or reading a book. They spend so much time studying. And these are just 2 examples. Every single person that actually makes a lot of money that I know that has a real business, they have zero ego attached to it because you really start to understand when you're growing something, you learn something, you realize how little you actually know about the subject. Even if you are in the 0.1% of knowledge base on something, when you actually put in 10,000 hours of effort into something, you realize how small of a fraction you actually know about that subject and how much more you should do. After being in business for 10,000 plus hours, let's say you're supposed to achieve mastery, I feel like I know 0.01% of what I need to know to really grow. And we're hiring a full-time person pretty much every single week right now. I'm really expanding. We're taking on tons and tons of clients. The growth is insane. Whenever I hit a new level, I actually just get to a new point of knowledge that I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Because anytime you go up a step in something, arises other things that you weren't even aware of. And so the people that have the most fixed mindset and are least willing to learn and think that they already know everything, they're unteachable. You are never going to find someone super successful who thinks that they know it all. Because when you're growing, you just fail so fucking much that you have to lose the ego. At some point, most younger people, when they're really making a lot of money, there's intensive ego attached to it. Ego kills. You'll quickly realize that you were not the reason for your successes. A lot of it was outside forces and a lot of luck involved. And so when hard times come, it really hurts young people that have huge egos attached to it. This always takes me back to a story of another one of my clients, George Gammon. He was my first client. I got his logo tattooed on my leg, and that's how I first initially started getting all these super whale clients because I wanted to work for him, and he's one of my best friends in the entire world today. He would tell me this story about when he lost everything. He was in his 20s or early 30s making ungodly amounts of money. He was making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in like 1990s or early 2000s, which was just fucking great. I mean, that would be like the equivalent of making $1 million plus per month. And he said that he was literally getting the biggest Lamborghinis, getting a bunch of basketball players, getting like the most intensive parties humanly possible. He would go to the club. He would get every single bottle of alcohol. And this wasn't George telling me this. This would be George's friends that knew him from that time. Everyone said that he was inventing bottle service. That wasn't offered at clubs back in the day. But then he said he lost everything. He lost all his friends. All of this stuff that he worked so hard for got instantly taken away. He actually got into a fight with a politician, which led to the demise of his business. He said a lot of it was ego driven. And when I asked him, George, I'm not making as much money as that right now. He has helped me scale my business like no other person on earth. And he knows how fast we're growing. And he's the best mentor in the entire world. I'm super excited to see him a lot more. I'm gonna see him next week actually in Miami. Completely besides the point. Then he ended up starting another business, crush it again. He said that the reason why so many young people make so much money and then lose it all is because of ego. And ego fucking kills. Ends up happening to most of the those people that are in their 20s or 30s making a ton of money, something happens that loses it all because your ego is so tied up. Most ambitious people are going to continue to crush it. Winners just win, period. They're going to continue to win because they will just, no matter what happens, they will just get back up and figure it out. Usually what happens after someone loses it all, then they go at things with way less ego. All of my clients, Ken, Robert, George, my other clients, I haven't asked their personal stories, but a lot of them have admitted that they have lost everything before. And then they just come at things with so much more humility. And you realize that you don't know that much, which makes you so much more willing to hear outside perspectives and wanting and understand that you actually don't know everything. Super important. But for some reason, a 20-year-old kid will think that he understands the entire world and will have the most concrete, firm belief of some political stance or some economic stance or some business stance. You have no fucking life experience. I just realized that I'm a young, dumb fucking kid. Why the fuck does it matter? But the only moral of the story is you just realize that you don't fucking know anything. You see this across super successful people. Everyone just says how little they actually know. Why is it so hard to do that for yourself? And I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm just gonna keep on eating this quesadilla.